Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. We are getting started on Sterne AG platform on e-custody, how to open a new account. So this page you're looking at is when you put in this, the first page that comes up. From here, we would go to Launchpad to open account, and you would go down to Legacy, New Account, Workflow. And we are waiting for the message to pop up. And here it is. And once this comes, you will go to Start New. This will come up. We're going to maximize this. And so you will first put in the application name, which in this case, we're going to use, let's use Don Jones. And this is individual, so it just depends on how you guys open it. We typically like to list this, so this is individual. You will have your rep ID, so I don't know if you guys will have this feature, but let's say we can go this rep ID. You will put in start new application. Takes you just a little bit of time to download. Here it is. And once you come here, you will do click here to begin. Here it is. So on this side, you have all the steps to opening all the accounts. This will let you know how far that you've gone done. And if you're missing anything as you're doing a partial of it, I will give you guys an example later on. So this is an individual account. You just click that individual and do next. So you see how this went up to 10%. So it lets you know the progress that you're making. For the account features, we're going to do cache. We do next. And for the primary account holder, we said his name was Don. Middle name L. Last name Jones. No suffix. Now you have here, you can either do a social security number or you could do a tax priority. If it's some kind of entity, you can use that as well. So but you would have to list it the same way that's shown here. Do one. You do. Say you could type in either text ID or social security. You have to specify it. Whenever they're showing the red dot, it means that it's a must fill section. For date of birth, we could do January 1. Make sure you guys write it just the way they're showing it there. 01 1980. Address. Now the address, we would typically have to have some kind of address. If you have a legal and a PO box address, make sure that you will put legal address here and a mailing address here. There's two. Just make sure you pay attention to these or don't have them vice versa. The mailing address and a legal address. We'll go right here. So, or we could use the IFS home address for this, which is 3414 Peach Tree Street, I think, Southeast Atlanta, Georgia 30326. We don't have any mailing address. Now you do have to put in a phone number. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't matter if it's cell phone address, but you have to have a phone number here. So we could just make up a number. We could do 678 650 5803. Business number, email, citizen, US. Now you have to choose what kind of ID you're using. In this case, we're going to do driver license. You don't have to put in the document number or the country or issue date, but we prefer that you do it just because you have a cross reference once you complete. So we can go ahead and do RT 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. State, let's do Georgia. Issue date, we could do January 1, 2015. Expiration date, we do January 1, 2020. Now, I am intentionally going to leave these two sections just to show you how it would look if you don't complete it. So we can leave this two sections. Number of dependents. Now, if you don't have any dependents, make sure you always put 0. Age dependents, make sure you put, if they have a dependents. Now, if you have 3, make sure you put 3 here, and you can list all the ages. Here, you'll just do a comma and list all of them. But in this case, we're going to do 0. You can make it retired. He was into accounting. And we go down. Don't have to put anything. Now you have affiliation. No, you don't have to put any of that. Shareholders, no. Are you related to someone? No. Now on this last section, if it's a joint account or some type of account where it requires you additional individual entity that you want to put in, just make sure you type in yes for additional associate person, and then you could put in whether it's company, entity, anything that you want. But in this case, we're going to do no. So keep in mind that we left some partial blank. So if you do miss something and you move to the next section, it would always tell you that it's complete. We have 89%. It is not checked, which means that we left something out. So you just click on it and it would take you back to the page to complete it. It won't tell you what it is, so you would have to scroll down and find it. Lucky for us, I know exactly what it is. He's a male. We left this part, and he's married. Left this part. So then you will go down and do next. And it brings you here. So this is individual. All you have to do once you get here, do the standard account title document. You just click on it and it will give you the options on, well, the instructions on how to look. So now we are looking for individual. So for individual, the account with one owner, you would just put in the first and last name. Now, let's say, for example, it was joint rights of survivorship. Now, if we were doing this one, on the first line, we would put in the first name, last name, make sure you put the N, the symbol N, and on the second line, you will put the second person, first name and last name, and make sure to include the JTWROS. And so on. You can go down any kind of account you want. You just go down here and you will find it. If it's Roth IRA, you will do the same thing. You will put, instead of the individual name over here, you will put Sterne AG and Lynch Incorporated. You put this in. And then the second name, you put the second line, you put the name of the individual and you put Roth IRA. Okay, now that we have that down, we'll go back here, or I don't know what we did with it. Here it is. So we come here, since individual, all we have to do is put his name, and do next. Bring it here, just you fill in as if you have the PDF, the form of the your client information, you would just fill in, do aggressive. I'm following instructions on how to do it. Do from another brokerage firm. You come in investments, you can do, if you do average, make sure you put in the, how much, do 20, do average, do 20. Now you can choose to do none, just make sure you include the 0, that's what you choose, do none, make sure you have 0 here. Typically we like to see numbers, or Stern AG will give you some pushback if you don't. And station 2130 for annual income. We could do 55. Liquid net worth, we do 100. Net worth 200. Medium for liquidity needs. Time horizon, let's do from 7 to 9 years. And you go next. So everything is complete. It will show on the side here that thus far everything is looking good and we are up to 90%. Just kind of keep you track on the progress you're making. When buying securities, hold a certificate. Purchase nimble. We do the Stern insured. Sweep to a money market fund. So this is complete. You will come here, do next. Now this last part, you don't necessarily need to do anything. You can just skip in his next, since it's not a required field, and it will bring you up to here. Now for whatever reason, if you missed a part, a required field, and you didn't pay attention to the sidebar, give you the performance track, it would show you here. It would say view errors, and it would give you this will be highlighting, which is edit form, so you can always do edit and go back and find it exactly where you're missing. So if it doesn't populate, if it doesn't come up, doesn't give you the option to submit application, that will be the reason. I think we are good, so we can do submit application. And I think we might have missed something. Okay, then just trying to your account application. Error code during back office account creation. Well, this is good. It gives us kind of option to go back and look at what we're missing. If you're having trouble submitting your application, please contact your advisor. Close. So all these are saying it checked. Well, I think I know what might be. So another thing that I can think could be is that we account features, primary account holder, we can go here, change the address. Now if the address isn't accurate, now normally would not give an account number, so make sure you have the appropriate address. Instead of street, we're going to put road. I was trying not to be obvious, so I put street instead of road. So let's put the correct address. Now, for whatever reason, if you're not sure why it's not giving you an account number, you can always come here and do U.S. Postal Service address checker, and if it comes up here, then you should be good to go. So let's try this and see how that works. Keeping my fingers crossed. Voila, and here it is. And I'm glad that happened, because if you don't have the right address, then that could stop you as well. Just the minor things. Now, that was actually by accident. It wasn't by design that happened, but I'm glad that we figured it out. And it gives you account number. Make sure you copy this account number and put it in on a PDF file and send it to all the clients. Sorry, not clients, the clearing firm. Alrighty, so now I will provide you guys an email that you guys can use to email if you guys prefer send emails. I will leave this here. This is all the departments for Sterne AG. You guys are able to email me paperwork. You may do so. You can take a Snapchat of this or write them down, pause and write them down, whatever you need to do. Or if you guys would prefer a fax, we also have that capability where you can fax Sterne AG as well. Now you have some of the Ramy James. Just ignore the Ramy James part. This is specifically for Sterne AG. And here are those fax numbers. So feel free to either fax it or send it by email. Also, I would like to mention that in a few weeks, you guys, we will be rolling out where you can fax out directly from Extract, which means you don't have to communicate with this with the clearing firm. You can just finish the paperwork on Extract, and then we'll provide the number where you can directly fax it to them, and that training will be provided by Janet Bentley. And that will conclude our session for the day. If you guys have any question whatsoever, feel free to call us at the home office in Atlanta, Georgia, and ask for me. My name is Romy Tesfa, and my number is, well, the office number is 404-382-5600. 5223. Again, the number is 404-382-5223. Hope you guys enjoyed this and it was helpful, and look forward to work with you guys. Bye.